Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all, my name is Raihan Apriliansyach. Today I want to tell you about my journal review result. Before that, the title journal is Dewe and Citizenship Education, Schooling as Democratic Practice. This journal has some of part. Let's starting with the first part. When you read this journal, you can find the abstract in the first page. Basically, abstract is telling about a big line about this journal. From the abstract, we know that this journal telling about the relation between the school and democracy based on Dewey books. Let's be moving on the next part. In this part, is the introduction. Specifically, this part telling about who is Dewey and why he gonna be highlighting in this journal. So basically, Dewey is American philosopher. He dedicated himself being a writer and publishing so many book journal about the politicals, psychology, and education for the 6 decades between the 1885 to the 1945. In the middle of that, he was publishing his book about democracy and education in the 1916, and his book gonna be highlighting in this journal. So let's moving on to the part 3. The part 3 telling about democracy and education based on Dewey book is he argues that social life and education is originally linked. Education is social to the core because in the learning process, have so many people get interaction for that, and he argues that education is all about communication. They think that democracy citizenship education is from social life like the communication experience and social interaction, and he said to education will ensure people to have intellectual skill and also open-minded to solve and is able to solve the problem in the future. And the next chapter is telling about Dewey's early work before the 90s. From his later work, his idea about democracy changed later from about 1890. Dewey expanded democracy as shared communication and interaction from which people without expectations. Understanding about relation between democracy and education is reflected in the Dewey early writing on the school, education, and democratic citizenship in the 1890s. In his book, School and Society, Dewey tells about the school function and the social progress context, and he urging that school shall be social, and the democracy education shall be available to all children without see their social class. And the next chapter is telling about Dewey later work was in the 1960s. After 3 decades, after his publication about democracy and education, Dewey wrote so many articles about democracy and education. In his article which published in the 1960s, Dewey opinion that education should be their student to investigate and think. Education should be ensured the democratic student should have an understanding of social relation, process, conflict, and problem to have a critical thinking. Thank you so much.